entitled "Parents Think Handicap Parking is for Them." This story isn't about my parents, but rather a bunch of parents. I originally posted about this in Our Legal Advice and got all the help I needed. I genuinely wish I knew about that advice years ago. The story. Me and my wife have a handicap placard for our vehicle. My wife, bless her, has a prosthetic leg and obviously needs the accommodation of handicap parking. The other parents at the daycare didn't seem to think so. Several times a week, both handicap spots at our kids' daycare would be illegally taken. There were several excuses, of course. These ranged from "I'm pregnant, I have 4 kids, I'll only be minute at CC, etc." All crappy excuses. The handicap spots are clearly marked and display the $250 fine on the sign and everything. My wife also had insults and racial slurs thrown at her when she would ask people to move their vehicles. One entitled mom even slammed the door in her face when my wife tried to enter the daycare to drop off our child. We asked the daycare for help and spoke to their director. We were assured we would be helped and the spaces would be available for those who need them. When me and my wife would bring parking offenders to the staff's attention, they would mostly just shrug their shoulders. So no real help there. Fine. I tried calling the police non-emergency line, gave vehicle info, plate numbers, took pictures under the advice of the police, etc. Still, nothing changed. One entitled mom even threw an entire 7-Eleven Slurpee on my car when I asked her to move her car and I called the cops when she refused. Was she cited? Nope. No ticket because we're really not doing that right now because of COVID. I was flabbergasted. I had to get my car washed. This went on for years. We would tell the daycare staff, call the police because we will help you. No real help was ever given. No parking tickets written by the police, despite giving them pictures like they told us to do. Nothing. A few months ago, things finally tipped over the edge. I'll admit, I lost my cool, so I'm not 100% innocent either. A vehicle was blocking the handicap parking again. I spat on the windshield in frustration. The entitled mom saw this as she walked out of the daycare and began yelling at me, shouting that she was going to slash my tires and that she had a gun on her. The police were called. The cops show up, we show them our placard, explain the situation again, and I get a $150 ticket for disorderly conduct. Okay, I can take responsibility for what I did wrong, that's fine. What about the entitled mom? No ticket at all. At this point, I'm pissed. I asked the cop if he was serious. I asked what was the point of calling them for years like the department has told us to do if nothing ever gets done. No real answer from him. The cop replied to us that she wasn't getting cited because we were not inconvenienced. Are you serious? This is where Our Legal Advice comes in. A fellow user there messaged me and told me it might be a good idea to contact my city council for help. I honestly never thought of such an idea, so I gave it a shot. It was Friday on a holiday weekend, so I wasn't expecting a response until at least Monday, but they got back to me within 2 hours with actual help. I was shocked. They got me on direct contact with the police chief who got a marked police vehicle parked at the daycare in the mornings for a week. These parents, with a very obvious cop parked by the door, still illegally parked in the handicap spots. How dumb can you get? One entitled mom even tried to get out of a ticket by rolling up her window and pretending the cop wasn't there writing a ticket. One officer was kind enough to inform me they wrote over a dozen tickets in a week. After this, my wife told me she has been able to park at the daycare ever since it was finally, properly, enforced. Should it have taken this long? Oh no, it shouldn't have. I'm just glad my wife has access to the parking she needs when dropping off and picking up our child.
Follow if you like the story and want more like it.